Hey, what's going on, y'all? So today is another blessing, another day above ground is always a blessing. I want to talk to y'all about a conversation I had, and we was talking about the Christian community. We was talking about what it is that we are seeing in the Christian community that needs to be corrected. And I think y'all can relate to this as well. But there are a lot of people that's finding Christ, and I think that is amazing. You know, that people are getting right with Christ, people are getting right with God. Absolutely. However, there are a lot of Christians in the community that are not leading by example. There's a lot of correction, no application. And if I'm being honest, to put it in a nutshell, it's kind of like putting cologne over dirty clothes. Like, there's a lot of people in the Christian community that are not trying to remove themselves from their old self. It's like they just remaining dormant and they're just laying the Lord over it. You see a lot of people that are being very judgmental. You know, we have scripture warriors, a lot of people that love to use scripture to beat people down and take it out of context. And I don't think that's Christ-like. You know, it reminds me of that scripture, Matthew 15:8, where it says, they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far away from me. They worship me in vain, and their teachings are merely human rules. And I started to think about that scripture a little bit more deeper, and it made me think about how there are a lot of people that do worship Christ that only makes them look good. Like, the way they worship Christ makes them look good on social media. And most of the stuff you see on social media, sometimes it's a lot of it in the church as well, but there is a lot of Christians that are not bearing any fruit, and that is not like Christ. It said that we must imitate Christ and we must love our neighbor as he has loved us. And I just think that there are a lot of people that don't handle new believers, other Christians, with gentleness. I think that it's a lot of combativeness and a lot of correction with people that feel like they can't be corrected. It's like they have a Christ-like walk, but their hearts are like Pharisees. Like, they think that they can't be corrected. And I said this the other day while I was saying, you know, it's okay to come up for air. Like, you're not gonna be condemned. You're not gonna go to hell if you miss a day from not reading the Bible. You know, it's okay to know that you're taking your time reading the Bible because you are actually trying to apply it in your life, than just trying to get ahead and, you know, read the Bible and read the Word every day just to say that you're reading it. And I think that there's a lot of people that do that. They read scripture just to weaponize it. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. You know, also, it's just like a lot of people don't even see this. They don't even see that they're doing this. It's overwhelming, if I'm being honest with you. You know, it's very overwhelming. The fact that people are getting into Christianity and they thinking that Christ is just going to automatically transform them. But as we know, faith without works is dead. That you have to meet God halfway. You can't just get into Christianity and just be like, oh yeah, I'm reading my Bible, I'm going to church. What's next? There's a lot of people that is, you know, reading scripture and they're only expressing what they expect from the world. And they're not searching their own hearts. We have to search our own hearts. Find out what is it that needs to be removed. Whether it's unforgiveness, whether it's jealousy, whether it's envy. Anytime we hear scripture and we feel convicted, we must figure out why is it we feel that way and figure out a solution to remove that. But I don't think people do that. People are just sitting dormant. They're just remaining dormant and just reading the Word. And then when they see something online that they don't like or is not fitting to the narrative that they believe, it's like, no, he doesn't say that in the Bible. Where's to say that in Scripture? And it's like argument, combativeness. And it's like, you gotta get better. You gotta get better, man. Like this walk I take very serious. Community I take very serious. Every day I'm searching my own heart. Every day I'm doing the work. Anything that I read in the Word, I'm trying to become more like Christ. You know, I'm trying to be the example. And that's the thing. Christians in the Christian community are not trying to be the example that they need to be. I read this inside the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie, where it says, the best way to win through argument is through action. And I think that a lot of people in the Christian community too busy trying to win through argument. with scripture. Like, you trying to argue scripture and scripture and scripture, and it's like, why don't you just be the example? That's how we make more disciples. Showing people what Christ looks like, giving the love, giving the grace, restoring people with these type of things. But I don't know, man. Everybody's in their own journey, I guess, and I pray for these people, man. I really do. But I just wanted to share that. That's just something that I'm witnessing and I'm seeing. And it's a lot more other stuff. But let me know if y'all experiencing the same thing, y'all witnessing the same thing. Love y'all. Have a blessed day.